A live look at D.W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, Arkansas moved on from the well-liked and highly thought-of Sam Pittman, but they have brought in a new young coach that people are really getting behind. Brian Silverfield has a great resume, and fans are excited. Most importantly, though, Arkansas has gotten behind him in the NIL space. They have brought in a better roster and a lot of talent. Can't wait to see if Arkansas is able to turn this around. Reese?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So Arkansas's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. On the move from inside his 5. So South Carolina's offense will have the first possession of the game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Fuller. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Throwing Sellers. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And right away, early in this game, first drive, you're seeing the big storyline here. It's this quarterback's speed versus the defense, and who's going to win the day. And I love the tone the defense is setting here. They knew coming in they were going to have to find a way to corral this guy, and they're able to get home early, really creating some momentum on their side.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, when you go over the middle, you got to be willing to take the punishment. You're going to get hit a lot of times anyways, so you might as well catch the football. But his arm's starting to look a little bit like Reese Davis when the check comes at dinner.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Sellers from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Sellers. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Again, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Here's Sellers to throw. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, South Carolina!
And how about that drive to start the football game? Like, you want to not give up points? Don't give the other team the football. They held it the whole first quarter. Now they punch it in. They've shortened this game and done the most important thing. Put 6 on the board.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Razorbacks offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Here are the guys we expect to be impact players in this one. Defense in press coverage. They'll send the tight end in motion. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Jackson gonna throw it. Steps away to find some room. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And there he goes. Touchdown Gamecocks. Stealing a score on special teams.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rule will check on his condition. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Throwing Sellers. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Hit as he throws. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted. The pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
To this field position by making something happen on 3rd.
Job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. They're setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The Razorbacks will go for it here on 4th down. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the 2nd one, and now to try to get things back on track. Sellers rushes on him. Still looking for a man. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Now here's Sellers. Escapes trouble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Razorbacks take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. A shot toward the end zone. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Escapes the pressure going right. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Sellers to the air again. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. Sellers. Into the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Ready. Blue 30. Blue 30.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went into half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And the extra point was good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Pulls and fires complete. Snags it and he's open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Takes the handoff. It's McAllister. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing, Sellers. The quick out. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Sellers from the gun on third down. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Just drives it between the uprights. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And he's got room. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The run inside. It's Smith. He breaks a tackle. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Jackson will throw. Fires to the right. It's caught. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Back to pass on second down. Looking to buy time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Makes a man miss. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And the Razorbacks have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Pocket breaking down. Trying to buy time. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on third down? Next, going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Arkansas. Lining up for the point after and the lead.
And how about this offensive line? Third and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. These guys just took a punch. Now we'll see if they can deliver one, Jesse.
Yeah, it's turning into a bit of a dogfight here in the second half all of a sudden. So let's see what this offense has. Let's see who can step up here and make a play.
And I'm not concerned about the other offense. Just do you. Do what you've done to be successful throughout this game.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Here's Sellers to throw. It's complete to the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Has to get there to move the sticks. Stop, no chance. This defensive line won the battle, and they got the football back with a 4th down stop.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation.
Could be an alley. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Using his legs, it's McAllister. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. So the final period starts with a second down play. Sellers pulls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They'll have a first down here, a week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Could not make his way to the corner.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. Again, it's Sellers. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The Gamecocks with a response and a touchdown of their own.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. Trying to bully their way in.
What a big play by this defense. You give up the touchdown. You don't get discouraged. You bow up. Tight coverage on the 2-point conversion. And now, more importantly, you still have the lead late in this football game.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Poorly, and it's a fumble. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover.
That is a not.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
It's caught downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. New set of downs after the completion. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bringing the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Jackson's going to throw it. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Arkansas. Rolled his way into the end zone. The Razorbacks answer with a score of their own.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. Throwing, Sellers. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Sellers through the noise. Got his man down the middle. Runs through a man. He might have space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of... He unleashes a long one. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Jackson will throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The corners are walked up tight. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running inside, it's Smith. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's brought down, but enough to move the sticks one more time and to move this game into the win column. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Smith takes the handoff, and he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they